Today on Most Buffalo, the Bisons are gearing up for a big night at the ballpark, how they plan to honor local first responders who make a difference in our community. Plus, school may be out for the summer, but for many families, the need for daily meals isn't. Today, how Buffalo Public Schools is making sure kids still have access to free breakfast and lunch. And the Buffalo Museum of Science is taking learning beyond the classroom this summer with hands-on camps exploring space, color, and more. How your child can get involved. Most Buffalo starts right now. Hi there, welcome to Most Buffalo. I'm Kelly Dudzik. We are covering those stories, plus a look back at some of the region's 4th of July celebrations. But first, we're looking ahead to a special night at Salem Field. The Buffalo Bisons are teaming up with the Firefighter Arno Memorial Foundation tomorrow night for First Responders Night as the herd takes on the rail riders. The evening will honor firefighters, police officers, EMS crews, and other first responders with special pregame ceremonies and a fireworks show to cap off the night. So joining us right now in studio is Brad Bisbing, Assistant General Manager of the Bisons. Thanks for being here on Most Buffalo.
Thanks for having me.
So what can people expect? This is the first game of a long homestand, and there are going to be a lot of special events tomorrow.
Yeah, well, we're having a lot of fun at the ballpark this summer, and it fires right back up Tuesday night for a start of a 6-game homestand against the Rail Riders, the Yankees affiliate, and we're starting with First Responders Night. A great partnership with the FAM Foundation and Hyundai to honor their efforts in helping support first responders throughout Western New York. There's going to be a Touch a Truck event on the plaza during the game. Before the game, lots of pregame ceremonies, the Buffalo Mounted Police, Buffalo Police and Fire, some great ceremonial first pitches, including Buffalo Police Officer Mark Hurst will be a part of a special pregame ceremony. We got $2 hot dogs with Salins, postgame fireworks. It's going to be a lot of fun to start off the homestand Tuesday night.
And that's just one night. What does it mean for you guys to be able to support the Firefighter Arno Memorial Fund? I mean, that's a big deal, and that's something special.
Oh, for sure. And we've partnered with them in the past, and we wanted to do something again this year to help their efforts, because they do such a tremendous job of not only honoring firefighter Arno and what he gave to this community, but also to support local fire, police, and EMT moving forward and help support not only those that serve, but the families as well. That's a big part of it as well. So we're all about the community, of course, at the ballpark, and being able to help such a great cause like the FAM Foundation is what we love to do, and a great use of the ballpark. And
if people can't go tomorrow night, tell me about some of the other events this week.
Yeah, the Bisons are home through Sunday. We have another fireworks show on Friday. It's our Christmas in July Honda Friday Night Bash with a cookie cutter giveaway. Santa, of course, is going to be there. Some cookie decorating sessions. We have a movie game doubleheader on Saturday for our vintage movie night. Free showing of A League of Their Own.
It doesn't feel like that should be vintage.
Yeah, but
I know 90s are now vintage.
Right? And a great story behind that. The movie was based on a documentary that was made for Casey Candell, our manager's mother, Helen Callahan, who played in the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League, was one of the best players. So the movie it was kind of built on her career, and of course we have Casey as our manager. So a great tie in there. And then Sunday it's our Ernie Clement Bottle in a Box giveaway. He was one of a great Bisons player, and now the top AL vote getter this year for the All-Star game. So Sunday at 1 we'll do a Bobble in a Bob. It's a nice twist on a ballpark classic giveaway Sunday at 1.
So pretty much just pick any night, head to the ballpark. If people didn't get a chance to see fireworks over the weekend, they have a couple of chances to see fireworks this week too.
Tuesday and Friday, and we got $10 tickets on Thursday. Get to bisons.com, save 20% on all your tickets you get in advance of game day, and come check out all the events that we have planned this weekend.
So the game plan for people, buy your tickets ahead of time, but you can still walk up to the ticket office.
Yep, the box office is open. You can buy online at bisons.com as well. Even better, I should mention, on Tuesday and Wednesday is our report card days. So kids' tickets are free if you show a report card at the box office. So the kids can get in for free both on Tuesday and Wednesday with that report card from a job well done. Reward the kids for a job well done during the school year.
Does have to be a good report card.
Yeah, the report card that they're proud of, and take it to the box office. You get a free ticket for the kids.
Awesome. All right. Well, we've been talking with Brad Bisbing with the Buffalo Bisons. Thank you so much for being on Most Buffalo today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. Well, it was a busy holiday weekend at Salem Field. One of the biggest attractions lit up the ballpark. So that was cosmic baseball. So in case you missed it, here's some video of it. It was a special glow-in-the-dark spin on America's favorite pastime with players in neon uniforms, UV reflective baseballs, and a backlit field that turned the ballpark into a light show. Fans got in on it too, dressing for the occasion, and before the night wrapped up with fireworks that lit up the entire stadium. And from Salem Field to Canal Side, families packed the waterfront over the weekend to get a look at one of the world's largest rubber ducks. That was also part of America 250 celebrations. Visitors by the dozens stopped by to snap photos with the 6-story tall mama duck, along with 3 smaller but still massive ducklings. It's the first time the ducks have been in Buffalo since 2016, and for many, it was a one-of-a-kind sight along the waterfront.
We came an hour to see the giant duck. Yeah! It's up to the bridge!
When you see that duck, what do you think about?
It's huge. Happy 4th of July!
Yeah, happy 4th of July. The weekend events ran through Sunday with food, music, movies, and family activities all centered around the return of the world's largest rubber duck. And if you want to see the duck again, you will have to take a road trip to Put-in Bay, Ohio, where the ducks will be on display from July 10th through the 12th. And there was another massive display for America 250 across Western New York this weekend. 2 giant American flags are now flying high across the region. Channel 2's Dave McKinley has the tale of the 2 flags.
This morning at Sunset Bay, we found a giant, tightly bound American flag outside the Sunset Bay Beach Club, which we were told once unfurled would measure 800 square feet. Club owner State Senator George Borrello and his wife Kelly said it once flew over a Navy ship, was acquired at an auction by the previous owner, and they thought it would be cool to get it out of storage and display it for America's 250. They even got a local roofer to donate a boom truck to help hoist it up so it could be displayed vertically. Meanwhile, about 40 miles to the northeast outside the Maplery on Route 20A, another couple thought a giant American flag would be just the thing to show their appreciation for the nation.
We have a small business, but we couldn't do that without our freedom. So we're very happy that we live here and we can do this.
Their effort, though, took a considerable amount of time to plan.
We did the foundation 3 years ago, and we finally had a good enough syrup season to where we could purchase the flagpole,
which they drove to Michigan to retrieve in 3 pieces, then welded it together, painted, and erected it to display Old Glory in all of her glory. But back at Sunset Bay, trouble brewed in the form of 21-mile-per-hour wind gusts that turned their flag into a sail, proving too much for the half-dozen men struggling to keep it from touching the ground. But then, with a little more manpower and a little more horsepower, eventually it was decided, since the truck wasn't going anywhere, they could first anchor it to that, then tie the other end to the posts outside the beach club, and then release the first side so the flag would fly horizontally.
It is kind of the story of America, right? You have a plan, and then you got to improvise. You know, America is about innovation, ingenuity, and in the end, a little bit of good luck and faith and help from your neighbors, and that's what we had today.
On your side in Western New York, Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Dave. Just ahead on Most Buffalo, the Buffalo Museum of Science is bringing hands-on learning to summer break, where kids can discover space, planets, colors, even monsters of the deep. We're back now, and the Buffalo Museum of Science is entering week 2 of its summer discovery camps. Kids of all ages have the chance to explore something new this summer, from stars and planets to the science behind colors and even what it takes to survive in space. So joining us now in studio is Gary Siddall, President and CEO of the Buffalo Museum of Science. Thanks for being here on Most Buffalo.
It's my pleasure.
So it's week 2 of camps, just got underway today. What are the kids learning about this year?
Well, there is a different theme every week, so that's a good thing, because that means that we have all sorts of great science that we're able to bring to the public and to the kids that are joining us this summer. Every week has a theme, and we span everything from space and discovery of the ocean environment and biodiversity to color and light. And so what we love about science at the Buffalo Museum of Science is we get to dabble into all these different areas. We get to think about the STEM professionals that support those different areas. But most importantly, we get to lean into what these camps are called, and that is discovery. And so what we really hope is that kids come into these programs and they have a chance to make their own connections with our team, with different fields of science, and they get to get their hands on things. And that's where the best kind of learning happens.
And they're making memories that'll last a lifetime, too.
Memories, friends. You know, we have a number of people, even on our staff, that come back and work with our team after impactful moments at summer camp. And so we're really proud to be able to offer these programs. It's a great way for families to get their kids in sort of an educational program over the summertime, but it also gives parents a break, a much needed break. You know, these camps run from 9 to 4, and we even have early drop off and late pickups that are accessible for the working professional, and so those things all really contribute to a great summer experience.
And it's a wide age range too,
yes.
because I saw you have to be potty trained, but there are also activities for teens too, right?
That's right, the bar is low. Just you have to be potty trained. We'll take care of the rest if you've got that covered. So we start at children entering pre-K in the fall, and we go right up into 12th grade. And so we have a tremendously wide gap that we cover in terms of content, and the content becomes a little bit different as the kids get older as well. So not everyone's going through the same exercises. Our team works really hard for a custom experience.
How do you guys pick the topics?
Our team starts early in the year. Again, a lot of science to choose from. So they look at things that might be relevant to the community in the world today. They look at areas of science that are brought into the public school curriculum, and they start to build it out. And of course, we get to have a little bit of flexibility in terms of creativity and find areas of science that are a lot of fun as well.
That's cool. What is it like to see a kid come in and maybe they weren't super into science, maybe their parent was like, you're going to this camp, and then they come out of it and they really got into it and they learned something new?
I think that when you talk about science, it sounds like a subject at school, which is of course what these kids
studying and learning, they might say, I don't want to do that. It's supposed to be summer break.
That's exactly right. But as soon as they realize there is no textbook, there is no quiz, there is no test, you know, they get to take this big breath. And the way we go about science education is by interaction and by casual and informal education. And so I think we see a lot of big smiles as soon as the kids realize that there's no paper, there's no pencils, there's no calculators.
No tests.
It's just a lot of fun. That's right.
If people want to sign up, are there still openings? Because I know summer camps fill up quickly. What do parents need to know? How can they sign up?
They do fill up very quickly. We have a few spots still available for the summer season. Best way to do that is to go to our website at sciencebuff.org. And there is a window that you need to book in advance so we can get all the paperwork done. But you'll want to visit our website as soon as possible because there is only a small number of spots still available for the season.
And it's usually a week at a time you sign up?
That's right. That's right.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much, Gary Siddall, the president and CEO of the Buffalo Museum of Science. Thank you for being here in Most Buffalo
My
today.
pleasure. Thank you.
It. While many people celebrated the 4th of July with parades and fireworks, others stepped back in time at Old Fort Niagara. The historic site marked the holiday with its annual Siege 1759 reenactment. 2 on Your Side photojournalist Cameron Mulick has the sights and sounds from Youngstown.
I think they did a great job. I've heard about it here for decades, so that was part of the reason why I wanted to come see it. And the reenacting groups of all varieties, French, British, Native Americans, they all did wonderful. It was a little longer. I've seen some other ones, and this was well planned out, and they did a lot of back and forth, and it was well done.
A little loud, you know, you kind of hold your ears, you know, with the guns going off. It was great.
It's a hidden gem, and I think a lot of people don't realize how much an impact this victory meant on the world stage, if you will. Like the British took over from France, got India, and the rest is history, right?
I was only a couple years old for 76, so I remember seeing a lot of memorabilia about it. It was a big deal for my parents, and I think it's great that I get to see this and have my kids experience it. And we live in a wonderful country. We're blessed to be able to see this kind of stuff, and I'm glad that they get to enjoy it.
All I can taste is this moment.
And the Goo Goo Dolls were back in the spotlight over the weekend after taking the stage during CNN's America 250 celebration. They performed their signature hit, Iris. It was a full circle moment for fans since this was the same song they famously played in the rain outside Buffalo City Hall in 2004. The special also featured performances from the Zac Brown Band, John Batiste, and the War and Treaty. And the Buffalo History Museum is celebrating the Goo Goo Dolls with a new exhibit coming up. Long Way Home, 40 years of the Goo Goo Dolls will showcase the band's journey from playing at local clubs to selling out arenas around the world. The exhibit is expected to open up on September 16th. The sounds of jazz are set to fill downtown Buffalo this summer as Jazz Buffalo launches its Summer of Jazz series. The European-style outdoor music experience on Ellicott Street outside Tapo is happening July 12th and 26th, then August 9th and 23rd. That's when the street will be transformed into an open-air jazz club with cafe seating, tables, and live performances with some of the region's top musicians. Tickets are on sale right now. Still to come on Most Buffalo, school is out and so is the breakfast and lunch routine for many kids. But just ahead, we'll show you how Buffalo Public Schools are making sure local kids don't miss out on meals during the summer months. Welcome back. Most Buffalo continues now, and for thousands of kids across Western New York, school may be out, but the need for healthy meals does not take the summer off. And that's why Buffalo Public Schools is once again offering its free summer meals program, providing breakfast and lunch to children at locations all across the city all summer long. So joining us now in studio is Ruth Connor. She's the Director of Food Service at Buffalo Public Schools. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Having me. So for a lot of students, their only fresh, healthy meals come when they are in school during the school year, and this keeps that going. So who's eligible for this program?
So any children that are 18 and under are eligible to come and receive a lunch at sites that are located on the list that are provided. The meals must be consumed on site.
Okay, so there's no to-go option.
No, not anymore. There used to be during COVID.
Yeah.
That was a waiver that was in place because of the circumstances.
Yep.
But unfortunately, unless we're in a rural area, it's really in the city, we have to eat on site.
So plan to go there, plan to eat.
Yes.
When does this start and where do people need to go? Do you go to your regular school, or are there only certain schools or only certain sites that are doing it?
So there is a website that's available, and
Okay.
I think we provided you the information. And it depends on the location. It's not just your schools. You can go to a park. We have the food truck goes to parks. It's like a rotation. And it's just something to make sure that we're still providing meals to kids. I mean, this has been going on for 50 years.
Yeah.
I used to go to a park when I was younger, so it's kind of nice to know that, you know, there's always going to be something available for the students.
Tell me more about the food truck, because that sounds cool, because you can kind of find the food truck and it can also move around so that you can reach even more people.
Well, it's nice because we take it to the parks that are currently going, and we don't do hot meals in the summertime. It's very difficult. We serve over 10,000 meals in the summer. And even in the school setting, it's very warm in the buildings. So we do cold meals. But it's nice in the food truck. We'll do the New York hot dogs, New York hamburgers, and it's kind of like a special treat that goes out to the parks.
And so you can go to like where there's a splash pad or where the kids are hanging out that day and meet them where they are.
It's kind of wherever we're designated. They're kind of designated locations. But hopefully in time, more parks will be available as, you know, they've kind of dwindled and now they seem to be coming back, so we'd like to see that happen.
And this did really pick up during COVID because kids needed to eat and you had those takeaway meals. So like what lessons did you learn during COVID that are helping you now distribute meals to thousands of kids all summer?
That we really can rise to the occasion when needed. COVID was definitely an experience for all, but the level of need in the community, and I was in Williamsville for a short period of time, it's definitely a time right now. People really need the support and the help for their kids, and there's no reason to not have an opportunity to go and get a meal for your child. I wish we could feed everybody, but unfortunately there are stipulations and regulations that we need to be in compliance with just to make sure that our program is always viable.
Yeah.
We never want to put anything in jeopardy. So that's the rules that we have to follow, but it does meet the needs of the kids, which is the goals and the purpose of our child nutrition program.
And then you also have the new commissary that's under construction, so that's going to help you do more new and exciting things as well, right?
Yeah, we're very excited. There's a lot going on this year, but the cook-chill operation that's going to be coming to play, and just a warehouse that's a little bit more conducive to what we need. It's going to be great. We have a great team of people that really make things happen. I just am very fortunate to work with people that bring the energy and the positive, and the skill set to help pull this all together.
That's so important. Real quickly, the website people should go to if they need more information. We'll post it on ours too.
And we'll put it on the Buffalo Public Schools website. They can go to the food service department, and we do have the information there as well.
All right, great. Thank you so much. That's Ruth Connor, the Director of Food Service at Buffalo Public Schools. Thank you for being here on Most Buffalo. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
A Buffalo nonprofit restaurant is expanding its hours this summer with a simple message: no questions asked. The Big Table's mission is clear. Everyone eats, everybody gives, everyone matters. 2 on your side's Courtney Courtwright has the story.
There's a community cafe on Hudson Street where everyone has a seat at the table.
This is more than just a place to eat. It's a place to feel seen and to connect.
There are a lot of options on Big Table's menu, from small plates, large plates to dessert. But when it's time to pay,
instead of being told a fixed amount that you owe for your order, you're asked instead, how would you like to contribute today?
Everyone shares the same dining experience here. No questions asked.
A lot of folks with disposable incomes, they're used to spaces where either you go here if you have money and you go here if you don't. Big Table breaks down those barriers. We want everybody to dine with us.
You can pay with money, do a small volunteer task, or bring an item that Big Table might need.
So to come here and have the pay what you can method, does that take a little bit of stress off you?
Yes, it does. A lot of stress.
The Big Table is hoping others feel that relief with expanded hours. Now open 4 days a week, Tuesday through Friday.
There's a lot of people who care about the community here, and addressing the disparities in the community are why they're here. So it's not just like a cafe, it's more like we want to try to heal the community.
Because at this warm and inviting space,
I definitely did. I tried to.
There's always a seat at the table waiting for you. On your side in Buffalo, Courtney Courtwright, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Courtney. And the Big Table is open from 11 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon, with the dining room open until 2:30. Thank you so much for joining us for Most Buffalo today. We'll see you back here live on Thursday. You can always watch Most Buffalo, though, right here on the WGRZ app. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day.